hundreds of people were waiting for us are disappointed.
Because it's live.
Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. Do you have the questions? You want me to pull up questions?
No, I've got questions. So I guess we're talking about predictable and sustainable growth.
Yes. So let's hang on. Let me hit. Oh, okay. It is streaming live. All right. There we go. Yes.
So the first question that I've got is, what's the difference between a company that's growing and one that's built for predictable and sustainable growth?
Oh, good one. All right, let's go. I'll go one, you go one, I'll go one, you go one. So it's no fun in a company that's growing, that's just growing. You?
I think the difference between a company that's growing and a company that has predictable growth is one where the founder or CEO is actually not involved in every decision.
No?
So
Okay.
where they've thought about where they've shared their vision to a point where the team understands it, and there are people that are running with it and making the other decisions, and that there's systems in place to do that without always going back to a founder.
Yep. Yeah, much more descriptive. The reason for my no fun is it's a place where people who work there generally would describe it as a shit show.
Yeah.
The wheels are going to fall off any day. No one knows what they're doing. No one knows what anybody else does. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think you even worked for a company like that at one point, didn't you?
I think everybody's worked for a company like that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, I had a conversation with someone who works for a pretty well-funded startup that's pretty good size, a lot of employees. And they said basically that. They said, look, I'm just staying here because they're paying me way too much money. I don't even really do anything, but I'm not going to quit because they pay me too much money. But just saying. And it was interesting because these are the conversations like people get into with me, like, oh, our CEO really needs you. I don't know if everybody ever tells you that when you tell them what you do.
Yeah, for sure they do. And it's interesting because I can't imagine being that person, right? Like, who wants to be at work when they're not doing anything? Like, I don't know. I mean, you still have to show up, right? Like, it sounds awful.
Didn't you once tell me, or is this we not be talking about this?
Oh no, I was, but I left.
Yeah.
But I left because that's exactly what the position I was in, right? So I guess I shouldn't say I can't imagine. What I can't imagine is staying.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
I've definitely been in a position where, I don't know that they were paying me so much, but I was getting paid. And I don't know if anybody there knew what I was doing or not.
Whether you were working or not.
Whether I was working or not. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
And for sure, but it was soul sucking.
Yeah. I can see that. I've met a surprising number of people, especially now more in the virtual work environment, that it'll be a weekday and like, oh, did you take today off? Oh no, I just need to check my inbox every once in a while. And they're out doing whatever. On vacation at times. And it just blows my mind because I think I'm like you. I would not want to do that. I want to be productive. It's crazy.
And you and I have chosen to do what we love to do. So why would we not do it?
Yes. Right. Well, therein I think is the difference. I think many people are just doing, it's a job for the sake of a job. It's a job for the sake of a paycheck. Yeah. All right. What's our next question on this? This is a good one though.
Next question. What's one thing CEOs should stop relying on if they want growth to become more predictable?
All right. I'll give you a short answer and then you can go, is stop being the smartest person in the room.
Yeah, and I agree 100%, and I think that's my answer would have been a little bit different, but really saying the same thing. It would have been, you know, not fielding all of the questions, right? Like not answering everything and not letting everything come to you to make a decision. Stop making decisions.
Yep.
Same
Yep.
thing. Just would have been
Same thing. Yeah, absolutely. I'd stop being the hero of every story.
Yeah. Stop being the stopgap, right? Like that's what causes all the problems down the line.
Yeah, the stopgap, the bottleneck, the center of the wheel, like all the spokes report in. And I think it goes back to that command and control kind of leadership, which can work well in small companies. But I don't know that whoever said that phrase of the strength of a small entrepreneurial company becomes the biggest strength becomes its biggest weakness as it tries to grow.
Yeah, for sure, right? And a lot of the leaders that we talk to, I think, they get to a point where they look for us to help them grow, and and then they're so down on themselves for not being great leaders, but they've gotten themselves to very often a $10 million company, which is nothing to shy away from, right? And you should be really proud of where you've gotten to. It's just, it's hard to go past that because your capacity is stopped.
Right.
And that's what you have to learn to let go and let other people do what they're best at. And that's the hard part of letting go.
Yeah. So what is, how you define great leadership? What are those qualities? How do you say, like, I want to be a great leader?
A great leader. So a leader, and I think this is what we always forget, but a leader is really their number one job is to grow the people that are reporting.
Yeah.
Right. And they need to be able to support them and help them understand what is expected of them and help them to grow as team members. So that's their number one. Not getting stuff done, but leading the people to do their and allowing them to do their best work.
I love that. That's a great, that should be the top of every leader's scorecard. That's awesome.
Yeah, because that's what it is. Like getting stuff done, we've got the doers for.
Yeah. I talked to a CEO that he's very successful, and he said very similar thing, it's different phraseology. He said it's unlocking the potential in every one of your people. But he said, that being said, you need to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with elite people, and then you just need to unlock their potential.
Of course, right? And I think that I read something today that basically said, I'm going to screw it up. I can't remember where I saw it either.
That's all right. Just shoot.
Basically, what it said is that if you're not an A player leader, right, and you've got B players working, or if basically you can turn an A player into a B player by not giving them the direction and leeway that they
absolutely.
And that clarity turn somebody who is an A player into a B player.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because they're just like, they'll give up. Like the person will give up. Like, oh shit, this person's, I don't.
Yeah.
People don't leave companies; they leave managers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
All right. What's next?
What systems or rhythms create the biggest impact on making growth repeatable?
All right. I have one word answer to start with, which nobody else is going to know what it is, but KFFM. Well, not one phrase. A green KFFM.
Interesting. Okay. And I guess I agree when I think about that. But what I thought about when I said it was
Mhm.
clear function ownership, so
Yeah,
scorecards, right?
which
And
is,
that,
yep.
but KFFM also, it is in there,
Yeah,
right?
there's a lot in that. Yeah.
Yeah. A real meeting cadence, right? So that we're looking at the right things frequently enough.
Hmm.
So looking at the KFFM in your meetings, um, and I keep talking to teams about this recently, but we've talked so much about scorecards, right? We've talked so much about
Yeah.
accountability, but really defining what that leading metric is that everybody, like,
Yes.
not the lagging ones, not all that stuff that we count, but what's the one thing
Oh, the leading. Okay. Yeah.
that you can really count, that you can look at every day and say, yeah, I did a good job.
Yep. How did I win today? That I know it myself. At the end of the day, I don't have to look to my boss for approval.
Yeah.
It's like, nope, I did this. Yeah.
And if those are really well defined, it gives people
Yeah.
purpose every day.
Yep.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
hard to find the right ones sometimes.
Sometimes it is. And sometimes they're not always. This one pops in my head because there are still businesses. Actually, one of my clients, they have a receptionist. They have a live receptionist. And that's a important role in their company. And I did this thing once, this workshop, and tried to defy people to say, something about a soft metric we're talking about. And a receptionist is one I would say, okay, track how many smiles you create today. It's kind of dumb, but you think about it. It's like, okay, if you're a receptionist, right? If you're the face of the company, or there's someone who's coming in and you've got to direct the traffic, and you could create, let's say you create 10 smiles today, Mara, and you, at the end of the day, you go like, I made 13 people smile.
That's awesome.
Right? You're like, I did a good job. And people
Yeah.
like, oh man, I really like the person you have at the front desk.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the leading.
Because we want to be able to make changes right away.
Yeah, I agree. So you're saying that we shouldn't measure how good our customer success metric is by how many referrals we get 2 years later or don't get.
I'm not saying that at all. I think we still have to measure that stuff.
Oh, I do.
But that's not the stuff that we make changes on.
Okay, so what's an example of a good leading metric?
Yeah, sure. For sales,
widget.
for instance,
Yeah.
For sales, it could be number of phone calls, right? Like, we know that sales is responsible for revenue. Basically, everything in the company is responsible for revenue, right? But those numbers
sales
are good.
Is accountable.
Yeah, but how many phone calls do you need to make to get that? That number?
Yeah. When I was a salesperson, I don't even think I was measured on. I probably was, but I would always strive to hit 5 in-person meetings in a week.
Yeah. Right. And I was talking to somebody else the other day who's not in sales anymore, but was talking about his sales team. And he's like, I used to work at a call center, and we knew if we made 25 calls a day, like we talked to 25 people a day, that would translate into 2 sales.
Yep.
And that would make sure that I got my number. So those 25 calls, because that, right? You can say, okay, well, I only made 20 calls today. I'm probably not going to reach the number. So I need to make an extra 5 tomorrow.
Yeah. So don't go home.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you a strong sales performer is like, okay, I'm going to do 30.
Yeah. Yeah. Or one that's based on commission.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Right. Because if I can do 10 more and close on their sale, and that equals X.
Yeah.
Company I used to work for, I had a sales office that I've told the story so many times because I think it's still amazing. In the morning, the sales team it was old school, 20 years ago, a lot of phone calls. The sales team would gather, they all sat in the same office, and on a 3M, like big white chart, they had columns, their names, and say, okay, how many calls are you going to make today? How many sales are you going to close today? They do that first thing in the morning, and then last thing before they left, like last thing in the afternoon, they would get back up and they would report how they did. And
Mhm.
everybody, the person who had the most, everybody would like, hey, all right. I would
Yeah.
submit that still, and they did 30%. Out of 5 sales offices across 5 different countries. They're consistently 30% more productive in sales, consistently. And
Yes. People
yeah,
knew what they had to do. There was a system in place for them to do it, and
yep,
they were regularly checking in on it,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
all the things that we just
And
said.
there was team accountability, and there was a spirit of competition, because if you have really good salespeople, they're competitive.
Yeah.
I still love that system. All right, what else do we have? Anything else?
Yeah, we got one more.
All right.
If a CEO wanted their company to grow more predictably over the next 12 months, where should they start first?
Invest in leadership. What do you say?
I'd say think about how many questions you're answering every day and why. And you do this. This is a you thing. I actually got
I
this.
know. Yeah.
I'm saying it,
It's
but it came from
yeah.
you. But how many questions did you answer every day
Verse versus I always
versus
know I say versus what?
versus how many times did you ask for what they recommend?
Yes. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I like your question to answer ratio, which I think I actually got from Jim Collins.
Huh? Well, there you go.
Um,
I got it from
yeah,
you.
yeah, and I've
That's
asked
the first
I've
thing.
asked CEOs to do this in our, like quarterly sessions. No one has accurately recorded it, because everyone says, "Oh man, I gave up," because they were way over on the statement side.
Yeah.
Just talk
Yeah.
last, talk least, ask
Yeah. One of the
questions.
companies that I just started working with, like I've sat in a couple of their meetings, and
Mhm.
everybody defers to the CEO for everything.
Right.
And I sit in the meetings, and she goes to
Mhm.
answer, and I'm like, what do you recommend?
Oh, awesome. Yep. What's the
So I
question?
actually
Okay, so what's
stopped.
the golden
Yeah.
question? Yeah. What's the question?
Yeah. And so I've actually
Yeah.
stopped
Oh,
like mid meeting, like, don't
that's
answer.
awesome.
If you need
Um,
to, we'll get there, but you don't need to
yeah.
answer that.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. And the question is, what would you like? If someone asks you a question, if you're a CEO, someone asks you a question, stop and say, what would you recommend?
Absolutely. It's the
And
best
then
thing.
Mara, if you're the CEO and I ask you a question, you ask me that, and I say, oh, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. What would you say?
I think I would say, well, think about it. You're the one that's out there. You're the one that's dealing with this. I'm not involved on a daily basis. I want you to really think about what it is. There's no wrong answer here, and I will talk it through with you, but I want you to come through with a recommendation. Like
I don't
you don't
know. I just don't know what to do, Mara. I just don't know what to do. I just don't know. Tell me, just tell me. Come on.
at some point, if I had somebody that kept doing that, I'd be deflated, right? I'm deflated just listening to you say that right now,
Right?
and
Yeah.
it's I don't know, like
There's the door.
I'm
I
kind of
know.
frustrated
I
already,
t-
so
I
like
t- I t-
I
I
don't know.
tell me I tell me there's the door. I had a boss tell me once, he said that he said it was great advice early in my career. He's like, never say you don't know unless you immediately say, but I'll find out, and tell them when you'll come back with the answer.
Yeah,
He goes, if you ever say that and then I just say I don't know and then you stop, you're doomed.
yeah,
Never do that.
and it's okay if you don't know. That's
Yeah.
that's that's the thing. It's okay
Right.
if you don't know, but
Hmm.
go figure it out, or go think
Yeah.
about it, or come up with some ideas and talk it through with your team. But
Yep. Yeah.
don't just expect somebody else to give you the answers, or else they're doing your job for you.
Exactly right. Don't expect. There you go. Which goes back to the hero of every story. I'm working with a CEO, a newer client, and every time we talk, I talk to him about this and I observe it. And he always, well, then so I had to show him how to do it. So then I had to do this. So I did this. I'm like, you are the hero of every single story.
Mistake. Let them make mistakes, let them figure it out by themselves, and obviously not some super high stakes ones. Like, be reasonable about it. If it's
Right.
going to take your company down,
Right.
help them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well, it's kind of like, yeah.
people can make mistakes, like your kids. Let your
Yes.
kids building.
Yeah. Don't let them harm themselves, but yep. All right. Well, there you go. There's today's LinkedIn Live.
Perfect.
All right. So ending the stream. Oh, we can't end the stream without talking about what, Mara?
Oh, 12-week program.
What's the 12-week program? Yeah.
In September, mid-September, we're starting. We're going to do a program, a 12 weeks. It's 2 hours a week. So 1 hour of a training session and 1 hour of a come with any questions you have. And it will be designed to help teams grow. So we're going to go through, all of the programs that we use, we'll call it, not all.
Okay.
We'll go through, we'll help teams put pieces in place to help them grow.
All right. So let's talk. So what are three things that, because we say a team, we mean a leadership team, right?
Leadership team, yeah.
And what will a leadership team, what skills will they come away with?
We will help. You mean specifically what we're going to help with?
Yeah, like three things.
With scorecards, with meeting rhythms. We will explain the KFFM that Glen referred to earlier. We'll help put processes in place.
And how will that benefit their business?
It will help to assign functional accountabilities so that the CEO will have others to rely on. It helps to grow that process.
So unlock the potential in leaders in a company.
Unlock the potential of leaders in a company, yes.
I love the CEO said. That was Keith. What was his last name? That was great. All right, Mara. I'm going to end the stream right now. Let's see. Stick around, though.
Okay.